What's up, everybody? This is Alex from Heavy New York. We got Chuck Billy from Testament at the Hall of Heavy Metal History. Thank you for your time.
How are you?
It's great to have you here. I'll be talking to you tomorrow from Metal Allegiance as well.
Oh, nice. That'll be fun. Those are always fun shows.
Yep.
Always a crazy bunch of people that get together and have fun playing cover tunes.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that. One question I really wanted to have you is I sadly didn't get to see any of the Slayer farewell shows this year. I just wanted to know, like, in terms of that whole tour, that incredible summer, what was one thing that was really memorable for you for that crazy tour?
Well, I mean, for us, because we go back with Slayer, we have so much history with Tom and all the guys, and just being a part of that was like a real honor, because knowing where we've been and where we are today and what they've accomplished, man, it was so, and it was almost sad because every night you sat there and go, you know what, this is the last time this city's going to see that. Man, it's heavy. And, you know, it kind of, it really caught you like, man, this is really happening. You know, so it was really at times off guard, and it was such a community because it seems like we celebrated a lot of birthdays. So we had a lot of parties, a lot of birthday celebrations. It was cool. It was great. It was probably the best tour we've ever done. So smooth, no problems.
Awesome. And the one more question I'd like to ask you before you got to do 1,000 more interviews is, you had Behemoth and Lamb of God on this tour. There's a lot of, and Obituary was in the European one. Have you noticed that by having old school thrash bands and some newer bands, you notice like a variety of the age difference in the audience as well?
Totally. I see it now. We've kind of came full circle from where we are now to where I see people that have seen us in the 80s bringing their grandchildren, or their children and their grandchildren. We do meet and greets now where you meet a lot of the fans, and we've met 3 generations at a meet and greet. And that doesn't really,
That's got to be weird, right?
Yeah, but it's very cool, and we didn't have that to where our parents were cool enough to do that for us and take us to those kind of shows and expose and get to meet,
Awesome.
generations of history like that.
Awesome. What's up, everybody? It's Alex from Heavy New York at the Hall of Heavy Metal History. We are here with the one and only Gene Hoglan of Testament. Thank you for your time.
Hi there. How's it going?
It's so awesome to have you here. It's NAMM 2019. I know drummers are the biggest gearheads going. Are you going to be at any specific booths?
I'll be at a couple, but I got to tell you, as gearheads go, I'm not much of a gearhead. I know what I like to play, and that doesn't mean I know what it's called, but I know what I like.
I've interviewed dozens of drummers. This is a first. I knew this was going to be a unique interview.
Oh, very cool. Excellent.
Yeah. What I was always curious about is playing with Testament, but playing with a lot of other bands such as Death Clock and Fear Factory and so on. As a drummer, is it a completely different mind frame or process for you, or in the end it's just strumming and it's all kind of the same?
Well, you got to figure, it ain't brain surgery, it's just drums. So you just try to, what I try to do is I always just try to, whatever the band sounds like, I try to form myself to what they're probably looking for. Like, for instance, like a band like Fear Factory, they want a lot of feet, they don't need a lot of hands. Like a band like Death or Death to All or any of that stuff, that's a lot of both. So try to use a lot of hands and feet. And with Testament, it's kind of like right up the middle for a lot of stuff. So I just try to get into the mindset of what the guys in the band are looking for. So that's pretty good.
Is there anything we could be expecting with Testament in the up-and-coming years in terms of new music? We're dying for a follow-up to Brotherhood of the Snake.
Well, I know that the band is writing right now, and like this weekend, I leave NAMM in a couple of days to go right up to Sacramento and start working with Eric Peterson, their guitarist, and we've been working so far on the new album, and I know the band intends to record as soon as they can, so that'll be pretty good.
Awesome. Well, Gene, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Gene Hoglan of Testament, everybody. Be on the lookout for new music soon.